to shake this cowboy's world. A fool for you, cowgirl. Lately been a fool. You know I've been a fool for you. Yes, I've been a fool. A fool for you, cowgirl.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Are you ready? It's showtime. Please welcome Tim Kelly.
She got curves in all the right places. She'll break your heart with a smile on her face. Keep you coming back, wanting more. Where there's a will, there's a way. I don't want her to leave, but I can't stay. Her blackened devil heart, blue angel eyes. She's gonna be the death of me. It's critical, I'm pitiful, I got it bad. She's awful beautiful. A while ago, in a dim-lit place, we lit a fire, it went up in a blaze. Makes it hard to walk away. She's gonna be the death of me. It's critical, I'm pitiful, I got it bad. She's awful beautiful. From a crash like that, I may never recover. It's no wonder she's gonna be the death of me. It's critical, I'm pitiful, I got it bad. She's awful beautiful. She got curves in all the right places.
Here's making his radio debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show's Triple Play Thursday. That is called Awful Beautiful. And before that, Fool for You, we'll have one more song from Red Clark here in just a moment to complete his Triple Play. Welcome to the Triple Play Thursday edition of the Tim Kelly Show, live from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. We got a great live show for you tonight. 3 hours of the best in new country music. Every artist on the program gets 3 songs in a row played tonight. That's how we do it on Triple Play Play Thursday, and I've got a couple of great radio interviews tonight as well. Eric Lemons is going to join me in the bottom half of this hour, and then in the bottom half of hour number 2, Elise Aaron will be here on the program. You'll get to hear the stories behind their songs and 3 songs in a row from them as well. And Red Clark Music Fans page is where you can find him all over social media as well. And I want to thank his management for sending him my way. And we just booked a radio interview with him in the near future as well. We want to give a big thank you and shout out to all of the stations that replay this program. Great radio stations like KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com, Country Road 58 from Germany, countryradio.musicbox4friends.com from Belgium, Down the Road Radio.com from Ireland, Bourbon Trail Radio, Top Shelf Radio Texas, Radio 94.3 in Sweden. We are also on Hot and Funky Radio, KWRadio.com, BellBuckleRadio.com, and soon to be on the Haas FM 98.1 in Mountain Grove, Missouri, and that's going to happen on Saturdays, so be sure to look for that as well. You can also catch the Tim Kelly Show on all the major streaming formats like iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Google Podcast, Apple, Pandora. Wherever you stream music, just Google search the Tim Kelly Show, and you too will be listening to New Country's Best. Boy, I can say that behind every song tonight. Let's do it again. Red Clark, the third one to complete his triple play, is called Why Don't You Love Me on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
She's far from being over me, I'm far from being over her. I've been kinda lovesick, still ain't found a cure. Waiting for my ship to come in, I'm fishing off the shore. Crying, hey sweet baby, come and save me, why don't you love me no more? I can be your loving man, I can be your go-to guy. Love you in the morning, love you through the night. Raindrops hit the windowsill, my toes tap on the floor. Crying, hey sweet baby, come and save me, why don't you love me no more? With every click the clock reminds me, chin up, it's gonna be fine. On and on the day drags on, but she's still on my mind. Toward the last few minutes, cursing up and out the door. Cried, hey sweet baby, come and save me, why don't you love me no more? I can be your loving man, I can be your go-to guy. Love you in the morning, love you through the night. And raindrops hit the windowsill, my toes tap on the floor. Crying, hey sweet baby, come and save me, why don't you love me no more? Where the nightlife burns the midnight oil, I'm coming down. Just like Sunday morning blues, been lovesick all the time. It's one of those things can't be explained, still can't find a cure. Hey sweet baby, come and save me, why don't you love me no more? I can be your loving man, I can be your go-to guy. Love you in the morning, love you through the night. Raindrops hit the windowsill, my toes tap on the floor. Crying, hey sweet baby, come and save me, why don't you love me no more? Hey sweet baby, come and save me, why don't you love me no more?
It's time for today's newest country music, Indie Country Radio, with Tim Kelly.
When I came into this world, I was fighting from the start. They said I might not make it, had some struggle think inside me. Look at me now, I'm spreading my wings and flying higher. They won't bring me down. I'll put up a fight 'cause I'm a fighter. Only the brave dare to believe. I can take on anything 'cause I was born with wings. I'm a one-quit full of grit girl, gonna prove the doubters wrong. Nothing's gonna dim my shine, gonna raise my voice, sing out my song. God knows I'm just that strong, yeah. Look at me now, I'm spreading my wings and flying higher. They won't bring me down. I'll put up a fight 'cause I'm a fighter. Only the brave dare to believe. I can take on anything 'cause I was born with wings. Glory to glory, I'll chase the next horizon. This is my story, and I'm gonna keep on writing. Look at me now, I'm spreading my wings and flying higher. They won't bring me down. I'll put up a fight 'cause I'm a fighter. Only the brave dare to believe. I can take on anything 'cause I was born with wings. I was born with wings.
Song number 2.
I saw you on TV last night. What happened to your hair? I can't help but wonder, are you good without me there? You're a star at acting. When is your next scene? When I saw you on TV, it made me wanna scream. I wish you were like the rest. Your social skills are a hot mess. You act like everyone's friend, but it's all a lie. I'd rather choose death than be your ride or die. You're the one who wanted to befriend me, but you forgot the I hate you in parentheses. I heard you got an Oscar, how lucky you are. But keep on acting, one day you'll feel the scar. I wish you were like the rest. Your social skills are a hot mess. You act like everyone's friend, but it's all a lie. I'd rather choose death than be your ride or die.
She is making her radio debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show's Triple Play Thursday. Her name is Madilynn Treasure. It is Madilynn. Madilynn Treasure. She is a treasure, isn't she? She's 10 years old, and she's got 3 killer songs here tonight that we're playing on Triple Play Thursday. So much so that we booked an interview as well, and it is coming up, and you can check out that full live interview schedule of all of the interviews that I've got coming up on the bottom of the homepage of my website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. I am live on that website right now. Scroll down just a little bit and you'll see the Radio Boss player and the audio on there. I got to get the YouTube video up. I'll do that during this next song break and an interview break here in just a bit, and we'll get all that going. We had some technical issues getting on the live tonight on TV, but we're over here on YouTube hanging out at KICR Indie Country Radio, and I'm also on TikTok at Tim Kelly On Air, and lots of people are tapping that screen tonight. We've got over 24,000 hearts the last time I looked, and lots more coming. So I think they're going for a new record tonight or something like that. But I thank you for that as well. And you're going to love the third song from Madilynn Treasure here in just a second. And then after that, Eric Lemons is going to join us on the program for our first radio interview tonight. This third song from Madilynn Treasure is called Nashville Dreams. She's going to make that all right on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
Mama, to chase a Nashville dream. Got music in my soul and a fire in my heart. All the lights are green. Don't you dare underestimate me. Not wasting time, yeah, I'm singing out loud with my ukulele playing for a bluebird crowd. Got no fear, can't stop me now, 'cause it's my destiny. This Nashville dream. Don't let the critics slow you down. Don't let the bullies push you around. It's up to you to do what you wanna do. Not wasting time, yeah, I'm singing out loud with my ukulele playing for a bluebird crowd. Got no fear, can't stop me now, 'cause it's my destiny. This Nashville dream. One life is all you've got. Take a chance and shoot your shot. Got no fear, can't stop me now, 'cause it's my destiny. I'm not wasting time, yeah, I'm singing out loud with my ukulele playing for a bluebird crowd. Got no fear, can't stop me now, 'cause it's my destiny. This Nashville This Nashville
You're listening to the
dream.
Tim Kelly Show on KICR IndieCountryRadio.com. It is Triple Play Thursday, and that means every artist on the show gets played 3 times in a row. And I've got a couple of great radio interviews in the program tonight as well. My first interview is with a talented gentleman from Alabama. His name is Eric Lemons. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing well, Tim. Thank you.
Thanks for doing the program tonight, man. I think I found you on YouTube a while back, and your music is fantastic, and the folks are going to find that out tonight when we play your songs.
Thank you, man. I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me on.
Absolutely. You know, the reason I do these interviews is because we get to hear the stories behind these 3 songs that we're going to play for you tonight in your triple play. But how did you get into the world of country music?
I was born into it, I guess.
There you go. That'll do it.
No, you know, just a old country boy, and just grew up listening to music, just liking music.
Mhm.
My mother plays the piano, sang in church, and I was just cut my teeth, you know, listening to the good old country music.
Yep.
That's
And
what I've always
you're in a
liked.
good spot for it too in Alabama. In fact, you're in Boaz, Alabama, as we speak. And I was telling you before we got on the air tonight that my wife lived in Boaz, Alabama, for a time.
Yes, yep. As we speak, I am.
Man, I've always said it's a small world, but it's also a small world in the independent country community because, you know, a lot of these artists that I play on the radio, they end up knowing each other or they've collaborated, cut a song together, do duets, whatever. And you do that with a buddy of mine who has sent me music before you did. His name's Brad Thomas, and you guys kind of do acoustic duets together and stuff.
That's right. Brad and I play together just every weekend, really.
Wow.
In some form or fashion, we'll do an acoustic duo, or we also have a four-piece band that we do several shows with.
That
So,
is awesome. Now I got to have Brad on the program.
yes, need to get him on there.
Yep. And you guys are both talented, man. I'll tell you what, you told me you cut your teeth in country music, but I think you were born to sing it. You know, like you said, you know, you were born into it. You definitely got the singing voice for it.
Well, thank you.
Yep. Let me ask you that. Let's take a trip back in time. You know, Alabama, the great group, has been doing their thing for 50 years. I don't think you're quite that old, but at what point did you think, you know, hey, I want to do something in country music and maybe I can sing? You know, did somebody tell you that, or did you figure out you had a voice or what?
Well, you know, I guess I was late, a little later getting started, actually getting out there and putting my music out and playing in front of people, but just always liked to sing. I don't ever remember not singing, and kind of always knew I could. It's one of those things. Singing comes easy to me. I do a lot of, you know, there's a lot of things I've tried over the years, and different hobbies and different aspects, and but singing's just one thing that's always been natural.
Yeah. And it looks like from, I'm looking at your music page on Facebook, and we'll talk about your social media here in just a little bit where folks can find it, but it looks like you're willing to play at any venue that'll have you, man. You're outdoors, you're indoors with Brad at a venue there, and Drifters on the Lake, it says, Bar and Grill or something like that, and you probably enjoy just playing for folks, huh?
I do. That's what we kind of joke about. My wife handles a lot of the social media stuff and getting the songs out, and we joke about it that you know, I just like to show up and sing, as we say. So.
There you go. And you know, Jason Aldean did a song about that. You know, you work for Tips in a Pickle Jar. You know, it kind of starts out that way. Broadway in Nashville, they still do it with all the open guitar cases, you know, and there's just as much music and good music outdoors as there in indoors in some of these venues too, isn't there?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I know you guys do it because I've heard Brad too, and you guys are both good, man.
Yes.
Yep. How did you all meet?
So Brad and I met in Coleman, Alabama. There's a guy there. His name's Jerry Parker, and he basically made him a little honky tonk there in his backyard. He had an old wood shop, and he wanted a place to dance and have some good country music, and so he turned it into a little honky tonk there, and it's a neatest little place. And he built a little studio there, and with the help of a guy named Brett Greer, who has really helped me out. But so they do an open mic night about once a month on Fridays, and you know, that's how Brad and I met.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
No, another example, it's a small world. You just mentioned Coleman, Alabama. A buddy of mine who does a Kenny Rogers tribute show here in Branson called The Gambler, his name's Rick McEwen. He's originally from Coleman, Alabama. He's been in Branson 30 plus years, though, doing his thing. And we met about 12, 15 years ago when I came to Branson, when I first got here in 2012, actually. So it's been about 13 years. We've known each other, and I met him at a Marty Robbins tribute show that he was part of, and I was helping the guy do lights and sound and set up his stage and tear everything down after his show. So, yeah, that's amazing. And, you know, Rick's one of the good guys in the world of country music, just like you and Brad, and you guys are awesome. In fact, your first song we're going to play is called The Good Ones. You are one of the good ones.
Well, thank you for, but so yeah, this song is The Good Ones. It's actually about my favorite horse and my favorite dog.
Nice.
So I've had that's one of the other things that I've done all my life besides singing is I've always had a horse and I've always had dogs around, and
Yep.
you know, this song is about the ones that it's about the good ones. That's about the, you know, and how the good ones don't ever seem to be around long enough.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, especially with animals. You know, we get so attached to them. We got a couple of those fur babies, you know, and yeah, they're just not around long enough. And then same way with a horse or something like that too. And away from music, you were telling me that you're kind of an avid hunter, and you come here every year in the fall to Sedalia, Missouri, north of Branson, a couple of hours, and you like to hunt. That's awesome.
That's right. I do. I enjoy hunting. Like to come out there and bow hunt, and it's one of my hobbies.
Yep, you like the deer hunting, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome. What's your best deer? It's probably hanging on the wall. The best rack you've ever shot, huh?
Oh yeah. I mean, I've got a couple mounted there. I'm not a huge trophy hunter. I don't have any monsters hanging on the wall. You know, I'm just.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a, you know, pretty good 10-point buck, and a couple of 8 points, and you know, they're no Boone and Crockett monsters or anything, but
I got a pretty good one with a pickup truck one time down in Oklahoma.
Yeah, you'll have that.
Done that a time or two, and there's a bunch of them here in Branson. I'll tell you what, there's so many deer here in Branson. A few years ago, they've got a deal that they passed that you can bow hunt in the city limits of Branson as long as you're not shooting toward a house now.
Yeah. Well, they're a lot easier to kill with a pickup truck than they are a bow.
They are.
So.
They get that deer in the headlight look, and then it's over.
Yeah.
Yep, that's pretty awesome. And I love to fish, too. I don't know if you like to bass fish or anything, but right here in Branson, we have the Tri-Lakes area, and we've got Table Rock, Taneycomo, Bull Shoals, man. We got trout, we got bass, we got bluegill. We got anything you want.
Yeah, I like to catch. I don't.
Yeah, me too.
I don't really know about fishing all that much, but I like to catch.
Yep.
So
we got this guy that owns Bass Pro Shops here too, just north of Branson. And we got a big one here down at the Landing in Branson as well. And he's putting on some pretty good country music concerts at a venue out here south of Branson called Thunder Ridge, the rodeo arena they built too.
Is that right?
Yeah, yep. He's had
I think I've heard of that. I
have. So, you know, a lot of country music artists, they kind of dabbled or still maybe do that bull riding thing. You ever do that?
So, when I was a teenager, you tried that a little bit,
Did
and
you?
yeah, it wasn't really for me. Did try that, and then a little bit later on, got into some team roping, and had a lot more successful at team roping than it was bull riding.
That's awesome.
It's a lot safer too. So.
You know, I just interviewed a young lady for the second or third time, and we were talking about a gentleman who is a real cowboy, and he's got 60 #1 hits in the world of country music, George Strait. You know, he cut horses on his ranch, and in fact, I don't know if you heard this story, but they tell it in Branson sometimes at some of these tribute shows, but back in 1983, he took the place of a gentleman who got sick, and he got to perform at the Houston Livestock and Rodeo Show, and that's basically where he got discovered 2 years after he started country music in '83. And Irv Woolsey, his manager that just passed away, discovered him back in '81. But they called him off his ranch because Eddie Rabbit was the artist that got sick and couldn't make that show, and George Strait took his place, and as they say, the rest is history.
Wow.
So, yeah, 60 #1 hits later. So if somebody ever gets sick and they call you to fill in, you might want to do that gig.
I will. I will.
I
for sure.
guarantee you. Are you a family man? And if so, do you have any children? If they are they musically inclined like you?
Yes. Yes, my daughter. My daughter sings. She can play guitar. Her and I sing together some. My son can sing. Also, he doesn't play. Doesn't enjoy it as much, I don't think. But he can.
Okay.
And my wife can. She can sing.
Awesome.
But she doesn't do it a lot other than in church. So.
Okay. Now, are you a songwriter? And if so, are the 3 songs that we're going to play tonight, did you write these?
So the good ones I wrote. Yes, wrote that one all by myself in the middle of the night. And then I had a hand in the other 2.
Okay.
And we can talk about those, I guess, when we get to them. But,
yeah, sure. We'll do another segment, and we'll come back and talk about the other 2. And, that brings up this, too, because you're into co-writing with other people, and I have a lot of folks that listen to this program that they'll be like, man, I like his writing style. I like his musical style. I would like to write with him or maybe do a duet, like Brad has done with you and stuff like that, too. So there's always that possibility.
Yeah.
So
that's great. I mean, I do... I need co-writing stuff because I don't write a whole lot of songs, but I have a lot of ideas for songs, or
yep.
I've got a lot of lines or a lot of pieces of songs.
Yeah, that's me. I could come up with a title all day long or something like that, or do parodies of existing songs, and make them funny or something like that. But I love songwriting and talking about it. It's a real talent. How that comes from an idea to pen to paper to what we see come through the studio, and I'm looking at 3 minutes and 31 seconds for the good ones. It just amazes me how that happens. Yep, and let me ask you this too. Now, songwriting with somebody, are you more lyric based, or do you have to hear the hook and the melody, or is it kind of a combination for you on that?
So, I guess it's more of a lyric based for me, and then I try to put some music to it after after I've got the lyrics going, or after I get a good hook.
Okay. Were you self-taught on the guitar? Did you take lessons or what?
For the most part, like I said, as I said earlier, my mother plays piano and reads music really well. She tried to teach me some of that when I was a child, and she allowed that I wasn't a very good student. So did learn a little bit from her musically, and then played some in a junior high band, and learned some music theory and music stuff there.
Yep.
Took a guitar lesson or 2, and just kind of put it down, and was away from it a while, and then I just picked it back up and was self-taught from there.
There you go. Now, I've heard numerous times that the piano is a really great instrument to write music to, but a lot of artists like you tell me the same thing. They have a harder time with the piano than they do the guitar.
Yeah.
So there is that. Got a lot of keys on that thing, don't it?
Yes, it does.
And they've told me, though, once you get it, it's like Stevie Wonder plays blind, Ronnie Millsap, Smoky Mountain Rain, and all those great piano licks that he does, can't see. And your hands are just doing their thing, and you don't know where it's going. It's automatic when you get it.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Just crazy how that happens, and I love that. There's a lot of good piano in the world of country music, too, isn't there?
There certainly is.
Yeah. Where did you go to record and have these things fully produced? Because they sound great.
Oh, repeat that, Fleur.
Where did you go to record your music and have it fully produced and mastered? Because they all sound great. Let's give a shout out to that recording studio.
Let's do. His name is David Vest. It is E320 Studios. It's in Priceville, Alabama. Not far from my house. I'm probably 20 minutes from David.
Okay.
And
awesome.
And David's got a really nice studio there, and does some great work.
That's awesome. And the reason I asked that question is because it just shows that you don't have to really be right there in Music City a lot of the times, because there's these great recording studios and these talented folks that know how to mix and master your tracks everywhere around the country and around the world. And you're right there in Alabama, but Nashville is recognizing it because your song, The Good Ones, the first one we're going to play tonight, is nominated for Song of the Year for the Josie Awards that's going to be held at the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville. That's pretty cool.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And it's brand new to me. So we're pretty excited about that.
That is awesome. Are you going to make it to the event, or are you going to just...
Yeah, we are. My wife has told me that we're definitely going to make it.
That is awesome, man, because I tell you what, they mail them out too if you don't get to make the show. I see that all over my social media. You know, lots of folks that I play on the radio are nominated, and that is the biggest independent award show in the world. And, you know, she's been doing it now for, I think this is her 11th year, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
And like I say, I'm not that familiar with it up until just the last year or two, which is really, you know, when I've been trying to put my music out there. So
yeah. Well, that's awesome, you know, and what's cool about it is when you get to go to something like that, walk the red carpet and do all of that stuff, you know, that's a lot of fun, and playing dress up and all of that. But you get to meet other artists, you know, that have those same goals as you know, they just want to be heard, and they want to be seen in live shows, and that's what we want for you guys as well. So we're going to talk about your social media and where folks can come and see you in a live show, or you and Brad, and all of that in the next set. But we're going to play The Good Ones from Eric Lemons, and then we're going to come back and talk to him some more. And we've got two more great songs to play as well on this Triple Play Thursday edition of the Tim Kelly Show, playing New Country's best.
My favorite horse was a sorrel mare. She rode so smooth, like floating on air. From horse shows to rodeos to quiet days on the trail, she carried my family without fail. But like all good things, that must end. Most are taken for granted until then. And when I buried her that June, on a sunny afternoon, my little girl said, "Daddy, the good ones died too soon." My best dog, he wasn't mine at all. Belonged to my son, but he'd run each time I called. You couldn't keep him in the barn, he'd follow us around the farm. And at night, he protected us from harm. But the dog years, well, they add up fast. And he was quickly caught by his past. And the day that he went down, when we laid him in the ground, I said, "Son, the good ones died too soon. The good ones died too soon. They're like flowers in bloom. They're here for a moment, and then they're gone. But the joy that they bring can't be replaced by anything. Yeah, the good ones died too soon." They say heaven has streets of gold, but I'd be just as happy on an old dirt road. And when you see me up there, be riding that sorrel mare, followed by that old blue dog.
You just heard the story behind it. Now you heard the song. It is fantastic. It is called The Good Ones, Eric Lemons. It is up for Song of the Year at the Josie Music Awards. So if the voting is still going on, and it probably is, you can vote for that song on their website too. So that is awesome, man. Great song.
Thank you. Thank you, Tim.
Yeah, you're welcome. And man, these interviews only last about 30 minutes. I wish they could stay longer as well and last longer, just like our pets, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's been fun having you on. I'd love to have you back in a few months. So if you come out with something you want to promote, man, be sure to hit me up again. It's been great talking to you today.
Absolutely.
Hey, I wanted to ask you about this too. You perform a lot of gigs, and you've been doing a lot mainly around Alabama, and you're going to go to the Josie Awards, and she has performers for that show too and stuff. But you know, standing in that half circle might be one of the answers that I'm going to hear. But what's your dream gig, and artist that you would like to either open for live on stage, or maybe somebody you'd like to do a duet with? Who might be some big names we might know?
Oh man, that's a good one. I can throw a couple out there. Of course, George Strait, of course.
There you go.
And you know, another Alabama guy, Jamie Johnson.
Jamie Johnson. I love it.
Yeah.
He's got a voice, doesn't he?
He does, man. He does.
Yep. You know, I tell this story quite a bit. I was on the radio the day Merle Haggard passed away, and Willie Nelson and Merle Haggard were supposed to be here in Springfield, Missouri, just north of me, that following Friday. Well, obviously, Merle had passed away, so Willie Nelson says, well, we're going to do the show anyway. He brought Jamie Johnson with him, and Jamie Johnson did all the Merle parts, and they said it was real emotional. He could barely make it through some of the songs, but yeah, they went ahead and did that show. It was Willie Nelson and Jamie Johnson.
Wow.
So that had to be a good one, and we still got Willie performing. Can you believe it? I think.
Yeah, well, I can, and I actually, yeah, I actually have a good Willie story, Willie Nelson story that I tell sometimes when we're out playing. But so we're at this family gathering, you know, a few years ago, and somebody's reading an article or something about Willie Nelson, and they discover Willie Nelson's mother's maiden name, and they call it out, and it was Greenhall. And we kind of looked around at each other because that was my mother's maiden name also, which is not a very common name. And so we said, well, there's got to be a connection there somewhere. So we started doing a little research and traced it on back. And sure enough, it's way on back, you know, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 generations. I think when I finally figured it out, I told my mom, I said, well, you and Willie have got the same 4th great grandfather. So
wow.
It was kind of a little joke that we have around the house. We call him Cousin Willie.
Cousin Willie. I love that. That is awesome, man. He is so good. I love hearing him on the radio all the time still. In fact, I've got a classic country radio station that plays 24/7. Got to have some Willie Nelson in there. And Julio Iglesias and him did pretty good together. To all the girls I've been with before or seen before, whatever. So
Yeah.
I love that one. The old sad songs. This is the next song we're going to play. It's a great collaboration of you and Brad Thomas, I believe.
Yes, Brad. Brad and I wrote that, and it's based on a true story about a night that occurred at another friend's house. Actually, the guy that helped me write the next song we're going to play, I think, If I Only Knew. But his name is Van Johnson, good old cowboy friend of mine, and so yeah, it's based on a true story.
That is awesome. Okay, and go ahead and tell us about If I Only Knew as well. We'll play that to kick off the top of the next hour.
If I Only Knew, like I say, that was wrote with my friend Van, and it's it's based on real life experiences too. It talks about it's about a guy reflecting back on his some of the years past in his life, and how quickly time goes by, and we just talked about some of our common experiences as far as our daughters growing up, and grandfathers. We were both very close with our grandfathers,
Yep.
and then man had he had some personal tragedy in his life. Lost a wife and a son, and that's what the last verse in the song is about.
Wow. That is a great song and a great story, man. I love hearing these stories behind the songs, and I'll tell you what, time does fly, and I talk about that 90s country being a big influence on me, and that's why I got into country radio and been doing it ever since. But 35 years ago that's been already. Can you believe it? And we're still talking about it.
Yeah.
It does fly, doesn't it? So
It does.
it wouldn't be a bad deal if they're still talking about your music though 35 years from now, huh?
No, I wouldn't. That'd be fine with me.
You'd be all right with that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I hope somebody's still talking about it.
It is,
Whether it's just
yeah,
my kids or my grandkids or whatever.
Right.
But
Yep. Pass it on down to them, and a lot of them do get that musical talent, and you've had that in your family, and you're passing it on down to your kids, and your wife and all. They probably support you 150%, come to your shows, that kind of thing, and that's great, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You bet you. Got to
I
have.
wouldn't be doing it. They wouldn't be doing this at all if it weren't for my wife, because she
Right.
she pushed me a lot. She kind of just pushed me out there and said, "You love to do this.
Mm-hmm.
You like it. You're sitting here singing on the porch, singing on the couch. Let's get out here and let somebody else hear it."
Boy, isn't that the truth? And that's exactly what we want. And you're getting played with one push of the button on 10 radio stations around the country and around the world tonight as well.
All right, that's awesome.
You betcha. We love doing that for you. Where can folks find Eric Lemons if they want to check you out on social media?
So the Facebook page is Eric Lemons Music, and it's also I think we've got Instagram, the TikTok. I don't know, like I say, Amy handles all that stuff, but we've got you can find the music on YouTube. It's on Spotify, and it's all Eric Lemons and Eric Lemons Music.
Well, man, thanks for doing a great radio interview tonight. It's been a pleasure having you on the program, and I have your permission to say this thing, but when life gives you lemons, it's not always a bad thing, because life gave me Eric Lemons tonight on the Tim Kelly Show, and it's been fun having you on, my friend.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome. We're going to play the old sad songs, and if I only knew. This is a Triple Play Thursday edition of the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best.
There's something about these country nights. I've got tequila by the firelight. I've got my friends, got my guitar, and Lord knows we ain't going far tonight. I'm picking and singing them sad old country songs. A little Keith Whitley, then a little George Jones. Then she said, play me a happy song, I'm feeling bad. Play me a happy song, you sing so sad. I said, now, darling, these old sad songs are all we have. Now I'm howling at the moon and gently swaying to the melody. Why she gotta be so uptight? Let's just let it be. But she said, oh, play me a happy song, I'm feeling bad. Play me a happy song, you sing so sad. I said, now, darling, well, these old sad songs are all we have. Whitley, he said it best as I recall. When he sang, you say it best when you say nothing at all. She had to screw it all up and say, play me a happy song, I'm feeling bad. Play me a happy song, you sing so sad. Play me a happy song, I'm feeling bad. Play me a happy song, you sing so sad. I said, now darling, well, these old sad songs, well, these old sad songs, well, these old sad songs are all we have. They're all we know. They're the best. You bet.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now. On Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Slowly turning pages on a quiet October night. The cool autumn air dances with the candlelight. An album filled with pictures faded by time. Every turn is a bookmark to a piece of my life. There's me and your mother, then there's one of you. In a flash, you were grown, off and married too. My tears of joy and my tears of pain fall down my face exactly the same. If I'd only known how fast time can fly, and you'd be grown in the blink of an eye, I would have given more of me to you if I only knew. Soldier so brave. The next one is me, standing by his grave. Well, I knew you was Grandpa, but you were my best friend. I just couldn't see how quickly it would end. If I'd only known how fast time can fly, and you'd be gone in the blink of an eye. Well, I would have given more of me to you if I only knew. Picture of loved ones called home before their time, fills me with memories, tortures my mind. I was consumed with all of my dreams, not thinking of them or what they might need. If I'd only known how fast time can fly, and they'd be gone in the blink of an eye, I would give them more of me to you. If I only knew, I would have given more of me to you. If I only knew.
His name is Eric Lemons. Eric Lemons Music all over social media. If you want to check him out, give him a like and a follow. Tell him Tim Kelly from the Tim Kelly Show sent you. And like I said in the interview, when life gives you lemons, man, it's not too bad if it gives you Eric Lemons. And it can do that if you go download and stream his music all over all the major streaming services as well. Thank you for a great radio interview tonight, Eric Lemons. You're fantastic. And I look forward to having your buddy Brad Thomas on the program as well. He's hanging out with us live tonight over here on TikTok at Tim Kelly on Air, and I thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight as well. Welcome to hour number 2 of the Tim Kelly Show, broadcasting from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. We've got 2 more hours in this live show, and at the bottom half of hour number 2, Elise Aaron is going to join me on the program, so you're going to get to hear her stories behind her great songs, and of course tonight everybody gets played 3 times in a row. That's how we do it on Triple Play Thursday. This next group is called Hurricane Highway. They are from the UK, from Ireland. My good buddy Ed Holland is the lead singer, but they go to Nashville to record their stuff. It is fantastic. You're going to love these next 3 songs. Let's kick off the first one, Between a Father and a Son, from Hurricane Highway on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
I was 5 years old, worshipped the ground he walked on. Happy was when Dad was home, sad was when he was gone. By 15 things had changed, and I really can't explain how we went from knowing everything to knowing nothing about anything. Maybe it's all part of God's plan. There's some things we may never understand. So you curse him and you praise him, disappoint him and amaze him. It's so ashamed you couldn't face him. You can't outrun his love, and you love and you hate him. It's simple but complicated. There's no joy or tears, hopes or fears like the ones between a father and a son. I never told him that I loved him, I just assumed he knew. And maybe he was thinking that I knew he did too. To this day I don't talk to him much as I should, but I know if I need him, we're all good. So you curse him and you praise him, disappoint him and amaze him. It's so ashamed you couldn't face him. You can't outrun his love, and you love and you hate him. It's simple but complicated. There's no joy or tears, hopes or fears like the ones between a father and a son. And you know the joy of a grown man when you can thank your own man for who he is and showing you how to become a dad, to feel the love he had. He did what he thought was best for me, I can see that now. Still you curse him and you praise him, disappoint him and amaze him. It's so ashamed you couldn't face him. You can't outrun his love, and you love and you hate him. It's simple but complicated. There's no joy or tears, hopes and fears like the ones. And when he meets you at the gates and says, welcome home, son, well done. Yeah, that's the moment you prayed so hard would one day come, between a father and a son. Between a father and a son.
Song number 2.
He tells you they name fireworks for that feeling you've got now. Makes you believe your feet will never touch the ground. He tells her she means every word she's saying, and that hearts will never stray. Those butterflies will always be flying round. Young love's a liar. The second you start falling, it'll blind you. Gets you under its spell, thinking nobody else can light that fire. But young love's a liar. It tells you when your heart breaks, get used to the pain, that you blew your only chance, and you said it won't go away. That you'll never want someone else that much. You wanna feel another's touch. That you spend your whole life chasing yesterday's. Young love's a liar. The second you start falling, it'll blind you. Gets you under its spell, thinking nobody else can light that fire. But young love's a liar. It tells you you will never want someone else that much, or wanna feel another's touch. But young love's a liar. The second you stop falling, it'll blind you. Gets you under its spell, thinking nobody else can light that fire. But we all get a little older, a little wiser. Oh yeah, young love's a liar. Young love's a liar. Young love's a liar.
I love the title of that song, and boy, so true. Young love's a liar. Sometimes the old love kind of tells a story or two as well, doesn't it? And I love to hear those stories. Hurricane Highway's been a special guest on my show many times. My good buddy Ed Holland, he is from Ireland. There, that's what I'm trying to say. And we're on a great radio station, downtheroadradio.com in Ireland as well. I give them all a shout out in my opening remarks when we get ready to go on the air. And always a pleasure to play Hurricane Highway. Go check them out. They are fantastic. The third one in the triple play is their brand new single out to radio. It is called Matches to Ashes. Hurricane Highway on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
We were a July, Georgia summer kind of high. Two flames raging wild, didn't want to stop. Thought it would always stay that good. Was I crazy to hope that it would? How'd we go from matches to ashes, fire to smoke? From hearts that were burning to hearts that run cold. I miss that warm me on your lips, that spark in our kiss. 'Cause girl, we used to have it. So how'd we go from matches to ashes? down the hall. Now I wonder where you are when you don't call. How'd you become someone I used to know? Were we just too hard to hold? How'd we go from ashes to ashes, fire to smoke, from hearts that would burn into hearts that run cold? I miss the warmth on your lips, that spark in our kiss, 'cause girl, we used to have it. So how'd we go from ashes to ashes? Ashes to ashes. Whoa, whoa. We were kiss, we were passion. When we worked, we were magic. So how'd we go from ashes to ashes, fire to smoke, from hearts that would burn into hearts that run cold? I miss the warmth on your lips, that spark in our kiss, 'cause girl, we used to have it. So how we go from ashes to ashes, ashes to ashes. Whoa, whoa.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it?
Today's country.
Country lives right here. Country is what we do.
Today's country. More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
Santa Anna's precious girl, the one that he hid from the world. He loved her so, and he never let her go. The prettiest girl he'd ever seen, just like a dream, she was his Constantine. From home she learned to roam, where soldiers tread to palace throne by his side, while day and night not far from his side. The prettiest girl he'd ever seen, just like a dream, she was his Constantine, the hidden queen, the prettiest girl this world had seen. So beautiful, so subtle and yet so supreme. The prettiest girl he'd ever seen, just like a dream, she was his Constantine. Until one day, a young man stole her heart. Wait, would he live even to see another day? He could ride and shoot the best. Well, he stood out from all the rest. The general knew there was little he could do. His draw was fast, his lot was cast, his heart was promised to dear Constantine. A steady gun, he wouldn't run. Some would faint, but not this one. He proved himself in so So sit that saddle high. Be you, be true to what it is that makes you shine bright all night. Do you when you feel like to try and try and keep on trying? Your time will come, there's no denying. Be you, be true to what it is that makes you shine bright all night. Do you when you feel like to try and try and keep on trying? Your time will come, there's no denying. Time is on your side. Cross that great divide. Just go. Go where the sun shines bright. Go where they dance all night. You can always come back here. Go. Go where your heart runs free. Go where your dreams grow big. You can always come back here. You can always come back here. You can always come back here.
They are making their radio debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show's Triple Play Thursday. They are a great group called Tribe. It is TRHIBE. They've rebranded themselves recently with that name, formerly the Runaway Hamsters. But we're still looking for a Facebook page, but as soon as they get it up and running, I'll give you the information to go like and give them a follow. We are getting the details worked out to have them as special guests on the Tim Kelly Show. They work with my good friends Nicole Zeller and all of the fine folks over there at Brickshore Media in Nashville, Tennessee. Tribe's got a great tune there called Go, and before that, Constantine, and we'll have one more in just a second from them to complete their triple play. And then after that, Elise Aaron is going to join me on the program tonight, and we're going to have a great radio interview with her as well. Merle and Johnny Didn't is the title of the third song from Tribe on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR. Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on Triple Play Thursday.
Merle did, Johnny didn't. Spend time in prison, but they both could sing the blues. Two birds of a feather, though seldom together, left their marks upon this world. Sometimes a cigarette ground out in the wrong place, big fist thrown in a loud face, sweet words leaving just a trace of a heart beating inside a legend. Silver wings up in heaven, hope they both get 'em, and they lay there in the shade, looking down way up higher on those wings of fire, thinking, man, we got it made. Sometimes a cigarette ground out in the wrong place, big fist thrown in a loud face, sweet words leaving just a trace of a heart beating inside a legend. Words so sweet sailed them together and left their marks upon this world. Sometimes the cigarette ground out in the wrong place. Big fist thrown in a loud face. Sweet words leaving just a trace of a heart beating inside.
Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. It is Triple Play Thursday, and that means every artist on the show gets 3 songs in a row played, and these next 3 you get to hear the story behind. Her name is Elise Aaron. How are you, my friend?
I am wonderful. Thank you so much for having me, Tim.
Thanks for doing the program tonight. I appreciate the time, and I've been looking forward to this interview. I tell you what, your music is fantastic, and folks are going to hear that, figure that out when they hear you sing tonight.
Oh, I'm so glad you think so. I can't wait to hear what they think.
Yeah, absolutely. And I tell you what, you're up there north of the border in Nova Scotia, right?
That's right.
That country music scene is really, really hot. You guys and Texas are the 2 biggest places I get music from right now, Canada and Texas.
Wow. Well, we're really passionate about our music here in Eastern Canada.
Yeah, absolutely. Your bio says you got a little bit of soulful rock roots and some gritty edge along with the country music that you make. Man, I love how they're incorporating a lot of that in country music now.
Yeah, me too. I think my music does lean a little more into like a Southern rock vibe. I take my inspiration a little more from, soul and R&B, but I'm a songwriter and I love to tell a story. And at the end of the day, people keep telling me that's country music.
Yeah, exactly. They call it 3 chords and the truth, don't they? And I think it tells the best stories too, and it could be a story about your life that resonates and you want to, express that to other people. I love how you artists do that. But you can even make up fictional stories in country music that are pretty cool, like Johnny Cash did with A Boy Named Sue or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I once heard one of my favorite producers, Rick Rubin, said, if you can borrow from a story that's maybe not so much true, it's based on a true story, if it serves the song, pull from whatever inspiration you can to make the best song.
Oh, absolutely. And there's a lot of inspiration out there, isn't there? And you guys have a big talent pool up there in Canada, and and it's all over the world. I get music from everywhere, and we want to thank Michael Richard, actually, for setting you up with this interview tonight. He's fantastic, and he's been helping me out a lot.
Yeah, well, lucky me that he found me and sent me in your direction, and big shout out to Michael. Thank you.
You bet. And, country music is universal. We're going to put you out on 10 other radio stations besides mine tonight, all over the world.
That's so cool.
Yep, and they were going to figure out that we play New Country's best for a reason, and it is definitely something that resonates with folks. And your music, let me ask you, where did you get... the love for music? Did you grow up singing from a little early age, or what, when you was little?
You know what? My story is a little different in that way. I grew up in a house that loved music, but I didn't play an instrument until I joined my school band when I was 8 years old. I played the clarinet. That was my first instrument.
Mm-hmm.
But that definitely wasn't that wasn't the kind of music I wanted to be creating. I didn't get a guitar until I was 16, and I loved it. And I loved music. My parents listened to 50s, 60s, 70s. They were rock and roll people. They went to a dance every Saturday night just so they could jive and rock and roll. They loved it. So that was my first introduction to music. As I got older, I found my own tastes, but I always came back to that. And when the time came for me to decide what I was going to do, 18, 19, you're moving to your parents' house, you're going to university. I didn't feel like, as much as I loved music and I was a dancer growing up as well, I loved the arts. I didn't know how I could make money doing that or make a living for myself. Mm-hmm. And my family really encouraged me to go to school, get an education. I was pushed towards maths and sciences. So that's what I did. I went to university. I got a degree. I worked. And I didn't come back to music until almost 10 years later.
Okay. Well, life happens for everybody, and I love hearing these stories because I'm in year number 14 of doing this show. I've interviewed as young as 10 years old and as old as 86. The 86-year-old was William Lee Golden from the Oak Ridge Boys. He'll be 86 this year. He's been on my show a couple of times, but it's interesting, especially with the females, they take time off, they raise families, they do all these other things, but music is still in the back of their mind, and it's just a passion, and, a lot of times they come back to it. We end up having them back on the radio.
Yeah.
So that is interesting. I love that. Your music is getting recognized too, because in 2024 you were named Nova Scotia's Entertainer of the Year. So that is awesome.
Yeah.
And then in 23, you got noted for the Halifax Juno Awards. I've heard of those Juno Awards. That's a real popular award show.
Yeah. So Entertainer of the Year was pretty cool. I felt like I was pretty new to have that kind of recognition, so I was really proud of that one. For the Junos, I have yet to be nominated for a Juno, but I was selected as one of 5 what they call Juno Wave Makers, so I was like an ambassador for the Juno Awards when they came to Halifax, which meant I got to perform a showcase during Juno Fest, and I got to do a big thing in my hometown, and it was really, really cool. So I've got a new record coming out this fall, and I'm really looking to get a nod from the Junos for that one.
Yeah, I saw that. You got a brand new album coming out in October. October's my birthday month, the 11th.
Me too, the 9th.
Hey, there you go. Our anniversary's the 10th. Me and my wife's anniversary.
Well, it's a good time.
How about
it's a
that?
Good time. I don't meet a lot of other people with October birthdays, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, they're the cool people, aren't they?
Yeah, Libras. We're cool people.
You betcha. And your single Cowboy that we're going to play first has spent 15 weeks in the Billboard Canadian Top 100. That is fantastic. And there's a great video to that song too, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to play it here in just a minute. But I also have this TV channel, ICTV, that stands for Indie Country Television. That is on my website. It's just 24/7 country music videos that you guys make. And I love playing those because you get to see you guys in action visually, and there's some good acting in those videos, and you're real good at it too.
Thanks. I don't consider myself much of an actor, but I had a lot of fun making that video, and I had a lot of fun making Cowboy. And it's really, really fun watching how it's connected with people.
Yeah. Well, and we talk about country music telling the best stories. It's really cool to see it visually because that's just where the world's gotten in technology. They want to see you in action. And usually, even for the mainstream artists, when a big time song comes out, there's a video right there to it as well. And CMT gives folks a lot of airtime, you know, that do that for the mainstream. But I like to be the next best thing for the independent artist. And so your video's in rotation 24/7. We got over 4 hours of video programming on there, so it's getting played almost 6 times a day now.
That's amazing. I thank you so much for that support.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's a list on the TV screen, too, if you click those 3 little icons down at the right, and you can see what time it's going to play next. And if you're watching, you can alert your folks on social media, so that is awesome. We'll talk about your social media here in just a little bit, but the biggest thing that we want to hear tonight is what I call the stories behind the songs. Tell us about the first one called Cowboy.
Cowboy, I was writing Cowboy from a place of feeling like I wanted to be more like a person who I was spending a lot of time around. I can be someone who can be, you know, as much of an outgoing and extroverted person I am, I can be shy to ask for what I want. Or sometimes I feel like I need permission before I move forward with something. But I was spending a lot of time with someone who was just the opposite of that and just thought, you know, the world was just open to them and they were taking life for all that it was worth. And I thought, damn, what would it be like to just, you know, for one day be someone who just went out there and owned it? And as I was writing the verse and I was coming into the chorus, I just had this feeling come over me that, like, I am that person. That version of me exists. I just need to step into it. And I felt through that whole year, I was going through this process of stepping in to that kind of boldness or that sense of confidence. So the hook says, I'm in love with a cowboy. But if you listen till the end, at the end of the song, it says the cowboy is me.
Wow, that is awesome. So tell us about that too, that same story, telling it in front of a crowd, an audience that you're performing in front of, or maybe pitching the idea to make this video and how you wanted it to go.
I usually, before I play this song, I tell people that this is a song about saving yourself. If there's something you want or there's something you want to do, you got to go out and get it because no one's coming to save you, right?
Right.
And we were making this video, you know, we thought we'd lean into kind of like an old Western style film a little bit, but, you know, I mean, we had some fun with it, but the whole concept was that Elise is going to save herself at the end of this, you know? And there's a little bit of foreshadowing, but that was the plan. It was, okay, we're going to make up a scene where you're coming in. You know, you're searching for someone, and when you find them at the end of the day, you find yourself.
Man, that is awesome. I love that story. I love those old Western style films too. In fact, so much I've got a Western channel on my website with the John Wayne movies and Clint Eastwood and some of those that made them great movies back in the day. I love that too.
Yeah, it reminds me of my dad watching those movies growing up.
Yep. Now, are you like a cowgirl? Do you like to go to those rodeos and watch the bull rides and stuff like that? Because I sure do, and I'm a city slicker.
Yeah. I mean, I grew up in a small town. Like the East Coast here is, it's pretty rural overall, but I live in a town where, you know, we can't have horses in town, but we can certainly head into, we have an exhibition every town. It's kind of like our version of a county fair. And yeah, I've grown up doing that. And, you know, we're like, I don't know what you would call like an East Coast, a coastal cowgirl, I guess, is how I would describe myself. Yeah, we're a little bit different up here than the, you know, American Western cowgirls, but we still got a lot of spirit. And that's what that song is all about. Yeah, that's what the song's about.
You sure do. I'm having a lady by the name of Ken Thompson on my program here just a little bit as well. We're going to do our third radio interview, and she's a rodeo barrel racer and a country music artist as well. So she's from up there in Canada too. So,
cool.
Yeah, and she's performed on one of the TV shows up there called Heartland as well. So that's
oh, amazing.
Yeah,
she's a real deal cowgirl.
Yeah, she's been an extra in that show too. So she aspires to do a little bit of acting too in her future, and I hope she can do that for herself.
Good for her.
You know, and I talk about this all the time. You know, Dolly Parton did it, Kenny Rogers, all of those. You know, movies came out of songs like 9 to 5 and that Gambler series that Kenny Rogers had and stuff like that. You never know when a song like Cowboy might resonate so much they might end up making a movie out of it or something.
You never know. That'd be pretty cool for me.
Boy, wouldn't it? And the song is pretty cool. We're going to play it right now, and we're going to come back and talk about another couple of songs that you have out to radio. Elise Aaron is who we got with us today on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
Doesn't pay no attention to the things that they do. Doesn't care for the rules. There's one life to be living, no way to be fenced in. Like a wild horse running. And it sounds like ooh, somewhere in the wild blue, taking me away and laughing in the face of danger. Faster, I'm not afraid, letting go of the reins. Faster, I'm in love with the freedom, I'm in love with the way. It's everything I've been needing, and I don't need to be saved. I'm in love with a cowboy. I'm in love with a cowboy. When I need justice, someone I can trust in, looks me dead in the eye, reflections don't lie, shows me all the good, but I'm misunderstood, like an outlaw running, and it sounds like ooh, somewhere I'm in love with a cowboy. I'm in love with a cowboy.
Her name is Elise Aaron. That is called Cowboy. You just heard the great story behind that song, and the song is great as well. And be sure to check out the video to Cowboy. It is playing now on ICTV Indie Country Television, and it is also on YouTube as well. And we'll spell out your name here in your social media here in just a little bit so folks can find it even easier. You've got a unique name and a unique spelling on your last name, too, and it takes that to be different in the world of country music to stand out, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just thinking that.
Yeah, that talent pool is huge, and you do stand out. I love your music and your voice. So let me ask you this now. Are you an only child growing up? Do you have any brothers and sisters that might be musically inclined?
I have 3 older half-sisters. I didn't grow up with them, and none of them play music. Believe it or not, I'm the only person in my family. Sorry, I have to back up a little bit. I had a great-grandfather who immigrated from England, and on his immigration certificate, his occupation was musician. But I don't know anything about him, and that was many years ago. But since then, I'm the first in my family.
You know, isn't it amazing how that does, though, somehow get passed down, even might skip a generation, and you don't know what kind of musician he was or what he played, but, you know, you started out, you said, with the clarinet. That wasn't for you. I did that in school, too. I think I was in the 7th or 8th grade, played a little bit of clarinet, and I got married, had a little lamb on the violin. That was as far as I got.
Yeah. Well, I played the clarinet through until I finished high school, so I played that from the 4th grade and through to the 12th. It was my first introduction to reading music, so I can still read music and understand my circle of fifths. And I'm grateful for that school experience. It really helped me get going when I decided to dive into this in adulthood.
You know, I've talked to girls that said when they were little girls, they used to sing into a hairbrush in the bathroom, you know, in front of the mirror. And I wanted to be on the radio so bad. I used to talk into an empty coffee can, a Folgers coffee can, get a little bit of reverb in your voice and start announcing songs for the radio. I was like, I just want to do that, you know. And here we are.
Here you are, your dream come true.
Yeah, absolutely. So that is awesome stuff. And I'll tell you what, your music does resonate with folks. And the story behind this next song is kind of cool, too. Kind of Don't Mind. Tell us this one.
Yeah, Kind of Don't Mind. Well, so I told you I was working on a new record, and I really wanted this record to be something to play live. I love playing live shows. I've got a rockin' band here in Nova Scotia, and we found we had the most fun, and we were, you know, giving our best performances when we were playing high-energy rock songs. So I was actually in Nashville for Americana Fest last year when my guitar player brought me that chord progression and this little riff, and he says, I think there's something cool here. And I said, make a voice memo of that and take it home. And when we got home, I started writing to it, and I was thinking about like that first high, whatever that is for someone. It was the first time you know, fell in love, or the first time that you got drunk on whiskey, or the first time you had this like rush of an experience, and how, you know, it's never quite like the first time again, but you're always looking for that, whatever that thing is that turns you on. And Kind of Don't Mind became just kind of a, you know, hell-raising rock and roll song, and I love it.
Yeah, I do too. That's a great one. And you know, before we got on the air, we were going through these songs, and you kind of see how my job works. You know, it's hard to pick a favorite. I love them all, don't you?
All my songs are like my children, so, you know.
Exactly right. You know, and I've even said that in your new album coming out in October, you know, when you're picking the songs in that album, you know, what are you going to title the album, and how's the songs going to go, 1, 2, 3, whatever, you know, it is. They're like your kids, and hard to pick a favorite when you have kids, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Criminal is the title of the third one that's going to kick off the top of the next hour. Tell us about it.
Criminal was written one morning. I woke up, and, you know, I feel like this has happened to everybody. I had a text on my phone, and it just immediately started my day off on the wrong foot. I looked at my screen and saw this message from someone, and I was just in a bad mood. And I just felt like I wanted to explain myself to this person, you know, but I knew they weren't going to hear me. They weren't going to understand. It was just, it was something that I felt like I'd been experiencing with this person, with a couple of other people at the time, and what I wanted to say was, you know what? If it's easier for you, blame me I'll Be the Criminal. And I had this feeling overtake me, like I got to write this song. This is a song. And I went down, had breakfast, picked up my guitar, and started putting this song together about this. And I just said, it's kind of like, it's the Undone song. Like, here, whatever you want to do, blame me. That's Criminal.
I love it. Man, that songwriting process, I talk about it all the time. It's so interesting, you know, how you wrap that up, and I'm looking at Criminals, 3 minutes and 25 seconds. Tell those stories, make it radio friendly, you know, put the musicians together and get the music down for that. It's just a neat process, isn't it?
It's my favorite process. I love it. I love every part of it, from the moment the inspiration hits to getting in the studio and making it sound the way it sounds in my head.
Right. And you mentioned performing in a live show, so I want to ask you this. What can we expect to hear from Elise Aaron? Maybe some rock and roll cover songs and things like that, and maybe you do acoustic and full band shows, huh?
Yes, I do, yeah. My guitar player and I play as a duo quite often. When I have a band, it's typically a 5-piece. We've got drums, bass, acoustic, electric, and keyboards. All the parts are there. And when it's the band, we're playing mostly Elise Aaron music, but we've got one cover in our set, and it's actually Rock and Roll by Led Zeppelin.
There you go.
It's how we like to, that's what we encore our shows with. And when I'm acoustic, when it's just, you know, the two of us, it's a little more of a laid-back set. We do incorporate more country songs. It's a little less rock because, you know, I'm not running around and flipping my hair and grabbing my mic stand. I've got the guitar in my hand, but it's still a lot of energy. I like to bring a lot of energy and positivity to the stage. I
love it. I started doing radio broadcasting in broadcasting school in the 80s. I don't have that big 80s hair anymore either. I've lost all mine.
I've got some long hair, and I say it's part of the show.
Love it. Let me ask you this too, and we might hear some different names because you are kind of having those rock influences and stuff. So, what is Elise Aaron's dream gig? An artist that you would like to either perform with live on stage, or do a duet with, or maybe open for? And they could be living or past. Who might be some names we might know?
Stevie Nicks, easy choice for me. She's my queen.
I love it. That was my first 8-track tape, was Steve Miller Band, Book of Dreams, and Rumors by Fleetwood Mac.
Oh, such a good record.
Yeah,
such a good record.
I love it. You still hear it on the radio, you know. They resonate after all of these years, you know. You still, I just yesterday, they have a station here just north of us in Springfield, Missouri. It's called the Light Rock Station, and we listen to it all the time. I like to listen to a variety of music, too, and I'm sure you're the same way, you know, and you have those wide-ranging influences.
Yeah.
So that's
definitely
great. You're going to influence a lot of people with your music tonight, and thanks for telling the stories behind these, Elise. They're fantastic. Where can folks find you on social media if they want to check out more and get their hands on that new upcoming album in October?
Yeah, I am everywhere on social at Elise Aaron. It's ELYSEAERYN. So it is a little bit of a different spelling. The new album's coming out in October, but 2 singles have been released. Kinda Don't Mind is one, and Unstoppable. I have one more single coming out on August 8th for the album in October, and everything is available on streaming, you know, Spotify, Apple, YouTube, if you use those platforms, but it will be available on CD and vinyl in October.
Okay. Man, I love that vinyl's made a comeback too, don't you?
I love it. Yeah, my first record is also available on vinyl.
Man, I grew up listening to those 45s on the turntable stacked up. That was my playlist, and they just dropped down one after the other.
That's cool.
Yep.
That's really cool.
And now with technology, it's pretty cool. We can stream all of this instantly, you know, and there's so many ways to connect with people now, and you get a pretty good fan base off of all of that, and I'm a fan of yours, that's for sure.
Well, I appreciate it very much, and I'm glad that we connected.
You're welcome. Be sure to hit me up with some of that new music from the album when it drops, and we'll give you some more triple plays of different songs other than we're doing today.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it.
Thank you so much for doing this tonight. We appreciate it. Elise Aaron, this is called Kinda Don't Mind. I kinda don't mind playing it right now on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
I knew the minute she walked into their place. White t-shirt, leather jacket, all American classic. I saw the devil in that angel face. One look into those eyes, you were gonna ruin my life. I held you off about as long as I could take. I've been so well behaved, I deserved a little taste. A reputation that preceded your name. I was looking for a thrill, and baby, you fit the bill. Everything comes with a price, and I'll spend the rest of my night chasing after the high. 'Cause nothing compares to you, it's not right. Won't be satisfied, you ruined my life, and I kinda don't mind. I knew the first time that we crossed that line, you were burning through my veins. I'd never be the same. I tried to hold on, tried to make you mine, but you slipped through my hands again and again and again. Oh, everything comes with a price. I'll spend the rest of my night chasing after the high. 'Cause nothing compares to you, it's not right. Won't be satisfied, you ruined my life. I kinda don't mind. Draw the arrow, miss the mark. Come so close, but no cigar. Falling fast, I fell too hard. Coming down is the hardest part. Draw the arrow, miss the mark. Come so close, but no cigar. Falling fast, I fell too hard. Coming down is the hardest part. And I'll spend the rest of my nights chasing after that high. Yeah, now I'll spend the rest of my nights chasing after that high. And I'll spend the rest of my nights chasing after that high. 'Cause nothing compares to you, it's not right. Won't be satisfied, you ruined my life. And I'll spend the rest of my days getting lost in the haze. 'Cause nothing compares to you, it's not right. Won't be satisfied, you ruined my life. And I kinda don't mind. No, I don't mind.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
I felt two words through the glass. I tried not to overreact, but I got in my head about it. I got in my head. Your life isn't quite like you planned. Am I guilty for my happiness? Is my freedom your expense? It's okay if being misunderstood. And I'm burning the bridge like I knew that I would. Tell me, does it feel good? Well, it's okay if you take it out on me. If it keeps you safe, I'll be the criminal. I'll be the criminal. I'll be the criminal. Oh no, I wouldn't want you having any trouble sleeping, baby. Oh no. Oh no. I'll be the What if it helps you sleep, babe? I'll be the criminal.
Well, I tell you what, it would be criminal not to play Elise Aaron's music on the radio. Isn't she fantastic? Getting lots of love in the chat rooms we got going on YouTube and Facebook and TikTok. We just broke a new record for people tapping the screen and giving us hearts and love on this show. And I watch a lot of digital creators on TikTok and other radio shows as well. And you guys give out more love than most of them get. And I appreciate that. Thank you for doing that. Elise Aaron will appreciate it as well. Great interview tonight, Elise. And everything that we're doing is live, of course, but the interviews are pre-recorded. And after this live show is over, they're going to go into the Tim Kelly Show interview archives. That tab is at the top of the homepage at KICR-IndieCountryRadio.com. You'll be able to go back and listen to it over and over again. And for the artists, they can download those interviews should they wish and post them on their social media as well. Welcome to hour number 3 of the Tim Kelly Show, live from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. I am live on that website at KICR-IndieCountryRadio.com. I'm live on YouTube at KICR Indie Country Radio. Go over there, like and subscribe, and you'll get notified when we go on the air again, which will be tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Eastern, or 7 o'clock Central, rather. And we will do New Music Friday tomorrow night, and I'll have some great interviews tomorrow night as well. This next artist is scheduled to do an interview with me. It's going to come up a couple of months from now, but I'm looking forward to it. She's a former American Idol contestant. Her name is Lauren Masidi. This is called God Made a Woman on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
God made a man and he looked around at the birds of the sky and the beasts of the ground. Said, Adam, my boy, you look a little down. So God made a woman. He took a little beauty, took a little grace, a whole lot of passion and a whole lot of pain. Put it all together and gave it a name. God made a woman. God made a woman to hold the hand of the sick and the young and the broken man, to fall in love and fill the land with beating hearts of fire. What you gonna do when the night gets cold and you need somebody to feed your soul? He said it ain't no good for a man to be alone, so God made a woman. We're the mothers, the daughters, sinners and the saints, the able, the stable, and a little insane. But honey, you can't get us out of your brain, 'cause God made a woman.
number 2.
Rum bum bum, it's an island thing. I'm plucking on a ukulele string under a beach umbrella, being a bum drinker. Rum bum bum, oh rum bum bum bum. Oh 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 oh. Hey. I got tired of the snow, so I've been saving up my PTO. I bought a round trip ticket, but I'm thinking I don't wanna go home. And maybe I won't, so here I am hanging by the sea, a little sunburned, buzzing like a bee. I'm usually a gin and tonic girl, but not in this part of the world. I'm tired of being a Tennessean, so I'ma be a Caribbean for the weekend, raising my glass, making a toast to the spirit of the southernmost. Hey, it's the spirit on the southernmost coast, and it goes rum bum bum, it's an island thing. I'm plucking on a ukulele string, a little zip zip zip, make me feel so jolly. I'm a pirate trapped in a tourist body, don't want no whiskey, wanna be namaste. Right here under a beach umbrella, being a bum drinking rum bum bum, oh rum bum bum bum. Yeah, here we go. Hey, 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 we got the captain and the Bacardi. You put the lime in the coconut and party. Marley playing on the radio, so the Grey Goose gotta go. You drink straight, you drink the fruity. You drink it till you're feeling fine and fun and groovy. I'm dancing in my flip-flops I got in the gift shop. Yeah, I'm really living like a local now. Still drum playing loud. Ooh, ooh, when it goes rum bum bum, it's an island thing. I'm plucking on a ukulele string, a little zip zip zip, make me feel so jolly. I'm a pirate trapped in a tourist body, don't want no whiskey, wanna be namaste. Right here under a beach umbrella, being a bum drinking rum bum bum, oh rum bum bum bum, rum bum bum, oh rum bum bum, rum bum 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 bum. That's all, folks.
Once again, she is a former American Idol contestant. She is fantastic. Her name is Lauren Massetti, and that is her latest single out to radio right now. It is called Rum Pum Pum, Being an Island Bum. Man, that's a great summertime beach vibing song. I love it. And before that, a great tune called God Made a Woman. We're glad he did, aren't we, guys? And I'll tell you what, we have broken a new record of hearts going across the screen over here on TikTok. Let me give a quick look here and get back over there and see what we got going on. And I can't keep up. 178. We just hit that. 178,000 taps on that screen. You guys are amazing. Thanks for all the love tonight. We appreciate it. And we're not done yet. We're in the final hour of the Tim Kelly Show. So we're glad you're here. And if you're missing the live interviews, don't worry. Everything that we do is recorded, and it'll be available for playback on my website, KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com, just as soon as we get through with the live show. Let's do one more from Lauren Massetti to complete her triple play tonight. It is called Somewhere in the Caribbean. That's where I'd rather be, right here on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
You went your way, so I had to go mine. I landed here where the sun always shines. Not that you will, but if you ever do, come looking for me. I'll make it easy for you. I'll be somewhere in the Caribbean,
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
I love absolutely every single song they play. This station is dangerously good.
This is Today's Country.
I like the music. I like the DJs.
There's even more to like.
I like everything about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country. New country. New country. New country.
Let's have a party for you and break out a keg or two. You can bring the whole dang town if you want. Get on the phone, call all your friends, and tell them all it's about to begin. And get on up and get on over here. Lucy Jean's in the yard. She's about to become a star. Got the shakes and the moves everybody wants. Shake it, Lucy. Shake it, baby, like you know you can. Shake it, Lucy, everybody wants to be your man. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Oh yeah, you're looking good. She's got everybody in a trance. Hot Jenny, woo, you sure can dance. Shake it, shake it, shake it, Jenny. Shake it, baby, all night long. Shake it, Jenny, woo, till the cows come home. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake it, shake it. Shake it, shake it. Come on. You're looking good. Woo. Let's have a party for you and break out a keg or two. You can bring the whole dang town if you want. Shake it, Lucy. Shake it, Jenny, all night long. Shake it, ladies, ooh, till I end my song.
Number 2.
Look, the high sheriff, he came along. Red lights flashing and the sirens on. I'm talking about the high sheriff. He came along, took away my woman and my country song. Me and Lucy Jean went out one day, racing in the Dodge down the old highway. Did about 90.25 miles. Lucy Jean was beginning to smile. We went by Jenkins General Store. Must have been gone about 104. They took away my whiskey, they took away my wine, they took away my woman and my country song. And they called up the high sheriff, he came along. Red lights flashing and the sirens on. I'm talking
talking about the high sheriff. He came along, took away my woman and my country song. Back in the mountains, back in the hills, making up some whiskey on my old Peppy still. We sit there drinking, lighting down. I got caught by the Reverend Brown. He pulled out his Bible, he gave me a verse. He said, now son, that's the devil's word. He took away my whiskey, he took away my wine, he took away my woman and my country song. And he called up the high sheriff, he came along, red lights flashing and the sirens on. I'm talking about the high sheriff, he came along, took away my whiskey and my country songs. You know what I mean? That doggone sheriff is daggone mean. He took away my whiskey, he took away my wine, he took away my woman and my country song. And he called up the high sheriff, he came along, red lights flashing and the sirens on. I'm talking about the high sheriff, he came along, took away my whiskey and my country song. Now you listen to me, boy. You better not let me catch you with that whiskey, son. 'Cause that little girl of yours, she's gonna be sleeping all alone tonight. Yeah, that's right. I'll throw you in the calaboose. I'm talking about the high sheriff, he came along, red lights flashing and the sirens on.
He's making his debut tonight on Triple Play Thursday on the Tim Kelly Show. His name is Rick Lovett. That is called High Sheriff. And before that, another great tune called Shake It, Shake It. You get to hear the stories behind these songs in an upcoming interview that I'll be doing real soon with Rick Lovett. Check out that full live interview schedule at the bottom of the homepage of my website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. And the folks that helped Rick make this song, he wants to give a big shout out to, so I'll do that. Jimmy Mattingly, Jeff King, Jeff Forrest, and also Paul Hallowell. So that's good stuff. Great job on that one, Rick. That song is fantastic. And we got one more fantastic song from Rick here in just a second. But I also want to tell you that we have set a new record on TikTok for tapping that screen. So come over to Tim Kelly on Air on TikTok, and you get to chat with yours truly live over there as well. We're still live on Facebook, and we're live on YouTube at KICR Indie Country Radio. One more from Rick Lovett to complete his triple play is called Wait Till I'm Asleep on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
Please wait till I go to sleep before you leave me. I don't know I'm sleeping alone. You're going back to that other heart you broke. That makes two broken hearts. Yeah, you broke my heart with the game you played. That you never know the price I paid, but I loved you every minute just the same. those times so dear when you were near me. And I hate to tell you so, I'm gonna have to let you go. That'll make three, that makes three broken hearts. Please wait till I'm asleep before you leave me. I don't wanna know I'm sleeping alone. I know you're going back to that other heart you broke. Now it's three. Now it's three broken. Please wait till I'm asleep before you leave me.
Party till we drop.
It's always a party.
Just partying it up.
Your country party is here all summer.
It's summertime.
Crank up the AC, because things are heating up.
No, seriously, turn up the AC or the shirt's coming off. You don't want to see this dad bod.
Turning up the summer country right now.
Every single summer, I wonder if you think about me.
Your summertime station is Indie Country Radio, New Country's
Seen you
best.
before dark in that barroom door, and I already know what you want. With your pretty boy hair and your sloppy drunk stare, all the commitment issues you've got. I've been there, I've done that, and gone there again. Ain't looking for perfect, but babe, in the end, I don't need another project. I ain't got the time. A downright fixer-upper like the ones I left behind. I got issues too, boy, I ain't gonna lie. I'm sick of ignoring all the caution signs. I don't need another project. I don't need another project. I've tried it before, helping guys break down walls. It just left me with dust and debris. Cause it never works and I just wind up hurt. I don't do renovations for free. I don't need another project. I ain't got the time. A downright fixer-upper like the ones I left behind. I got issues too, boy, I ain't gonna lie. I'm sick of ignoring all the caution signs. I don't need another project. 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 I've been there, I've done that, ain't gone there again. You don't need my number, you just need a maintenance man. I don't need another project, I ain't got the time. A downright fixer-upper like the ones I left behind. I got issues too, boy, I ain't gonna lie. I'm sick of ignoring all the caution signs. I don't need another project, I ain't got the time. A downright fixer-upper like the ones I left behind. I got issues too, boy, I ain't gonna lie. I'm sick of ignoring all the caution signs. I don't need another project. I don't need another project. I don't need another project. Been dreaming about this day since late last year. First Saturday in May, and the sky couldn't be more clear. All my friends are on the way. looking 10 out of 10. Soon we'll have a cold one raised, singing here's to happiness. Let's celebrate, today's the perfect day for getting hitched up to a boat. Head down to the lake, catch all the fish, and some boys throw 'em back like a bouquet. Other girls got a new last name, but I've got an old tailgate. That's how I'm getting hitched. I'm sure someday I'll be walking down that aisle. Right now running that 2 strokes more my style. Sun is bouncing off the water like a diamond ring. There is nothing in this whole wide world that makes me feel so free like getting hitched up to a boat. Head down to the lake, catch all the fish, and some boys throw 'em back like a bouquet. Other girls got a new last name, but I've got an old tailgate. That's how I'm getting hitched. In sickness and in health, for better or for worse, we'll be out here every weekend until the weather turns. I'm getting hitched up to a boat, head down to the lake, catch all the fish, and some boys throw 'em back like a bouquet. Other girls got a new last name, but I've got an old tailgate. That's how I'm getting hitched up to a boat. Head down to the lake, catch all the fish, and some boys throw 'em back like a bouquet. Other girls got a new last name, but I've got an old tailgate. That's how I'm getting hitched. Ooh, I'm getting hitched.
She is my good friend Anna Scott. Anna Scott Music all over social media if you want to follow her. And I just invited 1,000 people of my friends on Facebook to like her Facebook page, and they are doing it. Thank you guys for that. She's hanging out live with us on TikTok right now at Tim Kelly on Air. That is one of her latest singles. It is called Getting Hitched, and before that, another great tune called Project. You can check out the video to Project on ICTV. That is Indie Country Television. That tab is at the top of the homepage of my website at KICR-IndieCountryRadio.com. We recently had a great radio interview as well. You can check that out in the Tim Kelly Show archives. That tab is at the top of the homepage of the website as well. And Anna Scott is fantastic. She's got a big fan base on TikTok. She does a lot of cool content, and you'll get to see her in action over there. So go follow her on TikTok as well. Her brand new single out to radio releases actually tomorrow night. We got the okay to play it tonight and give her the third one for the triple play with her brand new single called Shotgun from Anna Scott on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
You and me were as good as it gets. Had everyone wishing they had what we did. Picture Perfect magazine. You pulled the trigger and called it quits. Said it was all your fault, and you couldn't resist the other women in your dreams. I didn't get no warning. I went from calling shotgun, riding in your car, to calling shotgun in the back of the bar. Don't know what happened, but the fact is I'm brand new. Oh, you were someone that I couldn't resist, and now you're someone that doesn't even exist. Now all I know is that I'm over you, 'cause I'm calling the shots and I'm holding the gun. After a few missed calls and getting new keys, wasn't long till I was back on my feet. Only took a week. Went from calling shotgun, the bar. Don't know what happened, but the fact is I'm brand new. Oh, you were someone that I couldn't resist, and now you're someone that doesn't even exist. Now all I know is that I'm over you. 'Cause I'm calling the shots, and I'm holding the gun. I didn't get no warning, so glad I ain't calling. Ain't calling shotgun, rotting in your car. I'm calling shotgun in the back of the bar. Don't care what happened, 'cause I'm brand new. You were someone that I couldn't resist, and now you're someone that doesn't even exist. Now all I know is that I'm over you. 'Cause I'm calling the shots, and I'm holding my gun. I'm calling the shots, and I'm holding the gun. I'm calling the shots, and I'm holding the gun.
You're listening to Triple Play Thursday on KICR Indie Country Radio.
The bar stool's cold where she used to sit. A broken heart's the only thing that's lit. The jukebox hums a tune too slow, and every note just lets her memory grow. Pour me a drink, make it strong tonight. Drown these tears in neon light. She's gone, but I'm still here, fighting love with whiskey tears. The old bartender knows my name. He's heard my story, seen my shame. Another round for the pain I hide, trying to forget her by my side. Pour me a drink, make it strong tonight. Drown these tears in neon light. She's gone, but I'm still here, fighting love with whiskey tears. The bottle's low, but the hurt still stays. Her shadow haunts the smoky haze. Tomorrow I'll pack up and hit the road, chasing freedom, shaking off the load. The dawn breaks through the window pane. A sober light shines on my pain. I'll take the wheel, leave her behind. Find a new horizon and peace of mind. Pour me a drink, make it strong tonight. Drown these tears in neon light. She's gone, but I'm still here, fighting love with whiskey tears. The bottle's low, but the hurt still stays. Her shadow haunts the smoky haze. Tomorrow I'll pack up and hit the road, chasing freedom, shaking off the load.
Song number 2.
Driving down old Texas road, listening to Garth on the radio, was ready to stop when I saw a sign, motel and ice cold beer ahead. Stopped and walked in, got a cheap room, headed to the bar next door. Walked right in, saw an old man sitting at the bar, had his cowboy hat pulled down low. Walked up, said, "Is anyone using this stool?" He didn't look up, just tasted his beer and said no. I sat down on that stool and ordered a shot of tequila and a cold glass of beer. After a while I said to him, "Are you a real cowboy?" He looked at me and said, "I ride the fences and rope those cows. Sometimes I don't get much sleep. The hours are long, the pay is low. Good news is I always am on the go. Loved a few women, lost a few too. You ask me, am I a cowboy? Yeah, that's me." He hardly turned his head. I could see the test of time on his face. The cowboy then softly said to me, "I can see by the clothes you wear you're not from around here. Tell me, son, what do you do? Because of fences and rope those cows. Sometimes I don't get much sleep. The hours are long, the pay is low. Good news is I always am on the go. Loved a few women, lost a few too. Yes, I'm a dreamer too. Cowboys and dreamers, cowboys and dreamers, cowboys and dreamers." I just smiled and looked at him, thought about it, got another round, stared for a while and turned to him and said, "I am a dreamer. Been that way all my life, always searching for something, never knowing what it was. Dreaming of tomorrow, not thinking about today. Loved a few women, lost a few too. Living life like us dreamers do. Yeah, I am a dreamer, that's me." The cowboy gave a ready smile, took a taste of beer and stared down for a while. Then with that Texas drawl, he said, "I ride the fences and rope those cows. Sometimes I don't get much sleep. The hours are long, the pay is low. Good news is I always am on the go. Love a few women, lost a few too. Yes, I'm a dreamer too. Cowboys and dreamers, cowboys and dreamers."
His name is Rick Stone. Rick Stone Music, if you want to find him on social media. He is fantastic. That is called Cowboys and Dreamers. And before that, another great tune called Whiskey Tears. Rick Stone will soon be a special guest on the Tim Kelly Show. Check out that full live interview schedule at the bottom of the homepage of my website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. Rick Stone was hanging out with us a little bit ago on YouTube as well. Thanks for popping in tonight, my friend. People are loving your music. They're actually asking who these artists are on other social media. I'm over here posting them on TikTok live at Tim Kelly on Air, and also on my Facebook account, let you know who's on the air right now. And I tag the artist as they're playing on Facebook too, so it gives them a heads up that they're on the radio. And every song tonight, or every artist, gets 3 songs in a row. That's how we do it on Triple Play Thursday. Let's give Rick Scott one more to complete his triple play. He sent me this brand new song this week, so we're going to debut it right now on the show. It is called Where Are All the Good Songs? I'll tell you where. They're on the Tim Kelly Show right now on KICR Indie Country Radio. Triple Play Thursday, playing New Country's best.
Used to hear the fiddle cry out on the radio. Steel guitars and heartache, where did that sound go? Now it's all about the glitter. Cry out on the radio. Steel guitars and heartache, where did that sound go? Now it's all about flashing lights and show. Country music like Grandpa's old spins the truth we knew. Voices rich with gravel, stories pure and true. Now it's all a shallow beat, lost its soul and tone. I wonder where the good songs went, the ones we called our own. Where have all the good songs gone? The ones that held you all night long. Stories of the land and pain. Now it's just a hollow refrain. I miss the nights by the creek, fireflies in the dark, songs that made you feel alive, that struck. Now it's trucks and shiny boots, missing what we had, trading roots for empty fame, and it makes me kinda sad. We don't need a million lights or crowds that scream and roar, just a song that speaks the truth. That's what I'm longing for. Bring back the dusty trails, the heartache in the strings, a melody that lingers in the soul it sings. Where have all the good songs gone? Where have all the good songs gone? The ones that held you all night long. Stories of the land and pain. Now it's just the hollow refrain. Hollow refrain. Missing what we had, trading roots for trading roots for empty fame, and it makes me kinda sad. We don't need a million lights or crowds that scream and roar, just a song that speaks the truth. That's what I'm longing for.
You're listening to Triple Play Thursday on KICR Indie Country Radio.
I was driving to a new big city, starting a job, trying to make my living. I was happy till I hit a detour and delay. As the sun came down, I saw a small town, a country diner lit up with neon. Outside, I heard the honky-tonk music play. I told myself it's gonna be alright. Myself told me to hold on tight. I'm a city girl on the back road, riding for life. I'm doing country tonight. In my Vera wing, I'm looking so fine. Grab my Dooney and Bert to go inside. When I walk into the place, every face turned and looked at me.
Well, I tossed my hair and held up my head. I could hear their whispers and read their lips. Found a table, more than able. I no boots, betrayed my roots. There might be a fox in the chicken coop, so I flashed a smile like my jewelry shining in the light. Oh, these clean-cut boys with their big truck toys were having fun and making noise, but it's easy to see they know how to treat a lady right. He won me over with his big broad shoulders and a heart as big as his hat. He had a smile like a child on Christmas morning, swept me away without warning when he asked me to dance. I told myself it's gonna be alright. Myself told me to hold on tight. I'm a city girl on the back road riding for life. I'm doing country tonight. Yeah, I'm doing country tonight. Come on, oh, I'm a city girl. I'm a city girl.
I'm trying not to stare, 'cause you don't even know me. There's a movie in my head, like a fairy tale that I read. We could be much more than friends, if you knew what I was thinking. I'm a queen, looking for a king, wishing on a star for a dream like you, boy. We could be the sweetest team, like a summer day with an ice cold LaCroix. Can you see what I'm trying to say? Is I've got a love story and it's got a blank space. Baby, you belong with me. I could be a Taylor, you could be my Kelsey. Oh, I could be a Taylor, you could be my Kelsey. I just can't shake it off. You've got style, you're the one. Water streams, yeah, all I want is a tight end, diving for a touchdown. I'm a queen, looking for a king, wishing on a star for a dream like you, boy. We could be the sweetest team, like a summer day with an ice cold LaCroix. Can you see what I'm trying to say? Is I've got a love story and it's got a blank space. Baby, you belong with me. I could be a Taylor, you could be my Kelsey. I could cheer you on from the stands, be your number one biggest fan, give you 87 reasons why you should be my man. I'm a queen, looking for a king, wishing on a star for a dream like you, boy. We could be the sweetest team, like a summer day with an ice cold LaCroix. Can't you see what I'm trying to say? Is I got a love story and it's got a blank space. Baby, you belong with me. I could be a Taylor, you could be my Kelsey. Wouldn't you agree? I could be your Taylor, you could be my Kelsey. You could be my Kelsey.
She is my good friend McKenna Faith Winters from Chesney Park, Illinois. That is called Kelsey. It is Kelce, just like Travis Kelce's last name that plays tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs. I could be your Taylor. You could be my Kelsey. That is a hit song, and it is football season, perfect for tonight. Tonight was the Hall of Fame game between the Detroit Lions and the L.A. Chargers. So good stuff, man. I'm glad football is back. It's about time. And you'll be able to stream all the Kansas City Chiefs games on the radio. You can listen to them on the radio on my website on the Kansas City Chiefs football tab at KICR-IndyCountryRadio.com. And right now you can also catch all the Kansas City Royals games when they're on radio too. It is powered by Odyssey, and we appreciate that. McKenna Faith Winters remastered the first song that we played from her tonight, I'm Doing Country Tonight. That's the first one I ever heard from her, and I had the pleasure of doing her very first radio interview as well, and we've done a couple of them now. The third song in the triple play for McKenna Faith Winters is called I Plant My Own on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on Triple Play Thursday.
up your mind. I'm not gonna go home and cry, even though that's what you thought I'd do. Funny how life goes on. Me and you will both move on. I'll never say that I never loved you. 'Cause you used to be my plus one at boring weddings. Kiss me on the cheek when the sun was setting. Had a little spot, now I sit here all alone. Used to be my midnight talk for hours. Hold the umbrella in the summer showers. Used to be the one to bring me flowers. But now I plant my Guess it was my fault. I shouldn't have put all my happiness in your hands. But all of this make things clearer. I see a stronger girl in the mirror. But that don't mean it doesn't make me sad. 'Cause you used to be my plus one at boring weddings. Kiss me on the cheek when the sun was setting. Had a little spot, now I sit here all alone. Used to be my midnight talk for hours. Hold the umbrella in the summer showers. Used to be the one to bring me flowers. But now I plant my I don't even like roses, but I never would have told you that. If you ever come around again, you'll find the sunflowers out back. You used to be my plus one at boring weddings. Kiss me on the cheek when the sun was setting. Had a little spot, now I sit here all alone. Used to be my midnight talk for hours. Hold the umbrella in the summer showers. Used to be the one to bring me flowers. But now I plant my But now I plant my Now I plant my own.
In a world, there was one man, Tim Kelly, and there was only one radio station, Indie Country Radio.
This small town might not look like much, just corner stores and rusty trucks and everything else that I love. It's all right here. Some people can't wait to get out. Me, I think I'll just stick around, 'cause heaven looks like here to me, where I wanna be. So give me a hell yeah and an amen for the good times and good friends. We raise them up, then we drink them down. We all get lost, we all get found. When the whiskey buzz starts to move you, Friday feeling cuts right through you. That's the good Lord talking to you. That's a neon hallelujah. That's a neon hallelujah. It's my favorite prayer to pray. It's a John boat on the lake. It's a tin roof rainy day. It's the way we got it made. So give me a hell yeah and an amen for the good times and good friends. We raise them up, then we drink them down. We all get lost, we all get found. When the whiskey buzz starts to move you, Friday feeling cuts right through you. That's a good Lord talking to you. That's a neon hallelujah. That's a neon hallelujah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a blue sky, it's a truck bed, it's a cold beer, it's a godsend. It might seem ordinary, but don't let it fool you. That's a neon hallelujah. That's a neon hallelujah. Oh, so give me a hell yeah and an amen for the good times and good friends. We raise them up, then we drink them down. We all get lost, we all get found. When the whiskey buzz starts to move you, Friday feeling cuts right through you. That's a good Lord talking to you. That's a neon hallelujah. That's a neon hallelujah. That's a neon hallelujah. Neon hallelujah. Neon hallelujah.
Song number 2.
There's a girl to my left headed home with a hunch, gonna try to catch them both in the act. There's a kid on my right, gonna see her daddy tonight with a pawn shop diamond on the dash. There's a blinker that's been on for the last 3 miles, bet they got that radio turned up. So many different faces, headed different places, in a long line of cars and trucks. We're coming, we're going, we're just passing through. We're living in the windshield and in the rear view. We're spinning our wheels, trying not to get stuck in a long line of cars and trucks. Burning Man, Bonnaroo, deadheads headed to the next show in a dust-covered van. There's a mom behind me with one in the booster seat. Man, I swear they grow up so fast. We're all on the go and we all think we know where we're headed and where we'll wind up. Yeah, we're running out of time watching life go by in a long line of cars and trucks. We're coming, we're going, we're just passing through. We're living in the windshield and in the rear view. We're spinning our wheels, trying not
the gentleman that always ends my show. His name is J.D. Shelburne, and that is called Cars and Trucks. And before that, another great tune called Neon Hallelujah. Well, hallelujah. This show is over, but it's been a great one. I thank you for joining me tonight. And I want to thank my special guests, Eric Lemons and Elise Aaron, for being on the program. Tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central Time, we'll do a show called New Music Friday. I'll be playing the best in new country music. And I've got 2 interviews tomorrow night. Daniel Gogan from Canada and Annie Vander from Illinois will join me on the program tomorrow night as well. The Tim Kelly Show is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Like the Tim Kelly Show on Facebook, and we will like you right back. Until next time, I will see you on the radio. Bye-bye, everybody.
I can put you in a cornfield in downtown Manhattan. Close your eyes and reel that old zip code. I can put you on a riverbank while you're fighting traffic. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. Turn me on. I'll see you on the radio. I can take you back to high school, gym floor, and a slow dance. First love, first kiss, second base down that old dirt road. When it's freezing cold, I can sink your toes in warm white sand. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. So turn me on. Oh, I'll see you on the radio. I'm young, I'm old, I'm country, I'm rock and roll. So turn me on and turn it up.